Greetings, YouTube. I am just about ready to explore the last path of the new Shooting Stars quest, which I know some of you have told me you have pleasantly seen unexpectedly because you're not Paragon, and yet you can still do it, you can still explore it, you can still, depending on if you have a roster of 3 or 4 or yes, even 5, 7 stars, get all the paths in. Now, compared to the difficulty of Act 8.1 or 8.2, or especially the bosses from those, I think this was a joke. A good joke. I don't say that to be bad. I say that to be thankful. But I did get wrecked on one path that we're going to talk about. But before, I thought, why not record the last fight? Of course, Hercules has been my go-to on any path that I can bring in at least one 6-star. And if I can bring in 2 6-stars, I bring in Hercules and either Nick Fury or Captain America Infinity War. He's just the best and continues to be a cheat code, and there's a reason why Kabam literally laughed the commenters out of the room when they talked about whether or not 7-star Hercules was going to be in the first pool. And KT, as I continue to get wrecked by a very easy special one, KT confirmed that both Hercules and Kitty Pryde would have had some kind of rebalance had the rebalance system existed, because they feel that both those champions are too powerful. But thankfully, such a system did not exist, and so we can launch a special 2, wave goodbye to Storm P90X, as a 7-star boss feels like a 3-star boss when you fire the right animation into them. I know it is fun and super cool to watch YouTubers tell you that they got everything with 0 items used done, that they're just the best at the game. I will never, ever be able to say that on this channel unless you talk about the best at wasting time and all the different arena milestones every 4 days. Then I guess I am the best at that, but is the best the worst? Who knows? The 6,000 7-star shards are amazing. Obviously, I am 10,000 7-star shards away from my next 7-star in the cycle. 15,000 will still buy me 3 with 5,000 left over thanks to this. And the Paragon crystals I will wait and open on my live stream tonight. But it is 100% explored. And I only used revives once, but I used 6 of them. Because in this second to last Elsa Bloodstone chapter, in which we are being asked, quite importantly, to take in 5 7-stars to complete a path. This path right here. It starts out, kind of okay. Gwenpool, pretty easy defender. But the nodes on this path, the Ebb and Flow and the Mighty Charge, combined with 2 defense rate is to care, rise to power. Basically, you have it's hard to parry because of Mighty Charge, and you have to knock the defender down to lift the protection. So even Gwenpool can be tricky when that's the case. Anybody can be tricky with that combination of nodes. And then you get Vulture, which again, pretty straightforward but can be a little tricky. I found Mr. Negative to be a very frustrating fight that I almost had to use Revive on. Guardian, either use a special 3 or wait for that auto block. Valkyrie, again, if you can't parry and you're getting major block damage, that's tough. But this God-forsaken Void. I refuse to change my mastery setup because I run full ouchies, as Katie Candy would say. Full bleed and poison, recoil, damage, mastery setup. And I did not want to spend the time and the effort to change my mastery setup just for this fight. On top of that, I mean, if you look at all of the 7-stars I have, and I have some amazing ones that I've acquired so far, but they are champions that aren't robots. It's not like we can have a Nimgod or an Ultron or somebody who doesn't immediately have debuffs when they start the fight. So every one of these is subject to just be instantly melted away. And I use Domino for a variety of reasons mostly, but I knew that after a couple of revives that I essentially wasted because I got almost no damage down on Void before I melted away, I knew that I was just going to have to play the RNG and not even try to do a heavy. To just go in, probably intercept, get as many 5-hit combos as possible, and then go from there. Now, I got lucky. Every single revive I used was in my overflow. I had several that were expiring in the next week. They're all gone. The next revives I have that are expiring are in 9 days and 10 days and so on and so forth. And I'm thankful for them. But it was worth noting that that path just wrecked me. And I could sit here and I could, say I'm amazing for exploring. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you that I got through it. It was much easier than Act 8, but there were a couple of paths that were designed to be moneymakers, and that was the top of the list of problematic ones for me. So there you go, YouTube. That is my story for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and good luck to everybody who is jumping into this content, either for the first time or maybe to explore it in the next week yourself.